Hi friends, today we're going to learn about butterflies and the life cycle of a butterfly. To start, I want you guys to all come up front and we are going to do a KWL chart. Let's work on our KWL chart. We're going to do this as a class. So, what do you guys already know about butterflies and the life cycle of butterflies? These are some great ideas you guys had about what you already know. Now let's write down things that you are wondering about the butterflies or the life cycle of butterflies. These were some great ideas of things you were wondering about butterflies and the life cycle of butterflies. We are going to keep this chart handy and finish it after we do the other activities. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to listen to the Butterfly song. This talks about butterflies and their life cycle. You are more than welcome to go around the room so you can dance to the song. Now we're going to listen to the Butterfly song. I want you to really listen and watch the video. You are more than welcome to move around the room so you can dance around and get moving.
Butterfly, butterfly, you're so fine, flying up and down all through the sky. The life cycle just goes on and on. Now listen up to my butterfly song. The butterfly life cycle goes like this: four unique stages of metamorphosis. Stage one is the egg on a leaf, just growing inside, chilling in that tree. Stage two is the caterpillar, that's the larva, eating that leaf and growing even larger. Molting, he climbs right out of his skin, crawling around all through the spring. Stage three is the chrysalis, that's the cocoon, changing inside almost a butterfly soon. Some call this the pupa, it's a funny name. Check out what this caterpillar became. Stage four, here comes the butterfly. Oh, so beautiful, oh, so bright. Now they can fly with the scaly wings, and when they eat, it's a drinking thing. Sipping up nectar, a sugar collector. The adult butterfly's a pollen spreader. Butterfly, butterfly, you're so fine, flying up and down all through the sky. The life cycle just goes on and on. Now listen up to my butterfly song. The butterfly life cycle goes like this: four unique stages of metamorphosis. Stage one is the egg on a leaf, just growing inside, chilling in that tree. Stage two is the caterpillar, that's the larva, eating that leaf and growing even larger. Molting, he climbs right out of his skin, crawling around all through the spring. Stage three is the chrysalis, that's the cocoon, changing inside almost a butterfly soon. Some call this the pupa, it's a funny name. Check out what this caterpillar became. Stage four, here comes the butterfly. Oh, so beautiful, oh, so bright. Now they can fly with the scaly wings, and when they eat, it's a drinking thing. Sipping up nectar, a sugar collector. The adult butterfly's a pollen spreader. Butterfly, butterfly, you're so fine, flying up and down all through the sky. The life cycle just goes on and on. Now listen up to my butterfly song.
Talk more about butterflies and their life cycle. The butterfly. This is a butterfly. A butterfly is an insect. There are 17,500 types of butterflies. That's a lot of butterflies. The butterfly's wings are covered in teeny scales. We can't see them when we see a butterfly because we're not close enough. There are four main parts of the butterfly: the upper wings, the lower wings, the body, and the antenna. Now, let's label the parts of the butterfly. So first, we're going to start with the upper wing. That is where the upper wing is. The next one is the lower wing. As you can see, the upper wing is above the lower wing. The next one we can do is the body. The body is between the two wings. The last one we have is the antenna. The antenna is stuck to the butterfly's body. Now let's talk a little bit about the life cycle of the butterfly. Butterflies don't always look like this. They go through many changes throughout their life. This is called metamorphosis. It's a very big word. We also refer to this as the life cycle of the butterfly. There are 4 main stages that the butterfly goes through. The first stage is the egg. These are butterfly eggs. They are very small. They are about the size of a grain of rice. The egg usually is stuck to twigs. The egg breaks open and out comes a caterpillar. The caterpillar's first meal is the eggshell. Isn't that a little gross? After the egg, there's the caterpillar. The caterpillar eats a lot. It eats several times its weight a day. They eat other plants. The caterpillar's skin doesn't grow. The skin splits and the caterpillar crawls out with new skin. This happens several times. The last time it splits, there's a chrysalis underneath it. This only happens once the caterpillar has grown to its full size. Now we have the chrysalis. The chrysalis wraps around the caterpillar. Inside it, the caterpillar is changing. When the change is complete, the chrysalis becomes dark. Then a butterfly emerges from the chrysalis. Finally, you have the butterfly. The butterfly hangs upside down until its wings are dry. After that, it's an adult butterfly. It will be able to lay eggs and start the life cycle over again. Now, let's work on labeling the cycle of the butterfly. Where does the butterfly start out first? You're right. It's the egg. Let's label that. Then what happens? It turns into a caterpillar. What is the next stage? You're right, it's the chrysalis. What is the last stage? The butterfly. That's great, guys. The next thing we're going to do is work on the vocabulary worksheet. We are going to go over this together. Now, we're going to work on the vocabulary worksheet for the life cycle of the butterfly. We're going to do this together. Let's look at the first photo. Can anyone tell me what that is? Correct, it's an egg. Oops, that's not an... It's an egg. Now let's look at the second one. Can someone tell me what that is? Caterpillar. Let's look at the next photo. What is that? The chrysalis. Let's look at the next photo. What is that? The butterfly. Now, the next one is a part of the butterfly. Can you tell me what part that is? The upper wing. Now let's look at the next one. It's below the upper wings. So what do we think it is? The lower wings. Now the next one may be a little tricky. What are those two things on top of the caterpillar? Antennas. Now, what is the part in between the two wings? The body. Finally, what is that showing, the last picture? The life cycle. I would like you all to take out your life cycle of a butterfly packet. I will do the first few with you, and then you all can work with partners or independently to finish the rest. I will be here to help you, and we will go over it after everyone is finished. So let's look at the first section. Use the word bank to fill in the blanks to complete the sentences. Let's start with number 1. A butterfly is an... Which word in the word blank fits there? Insect. Great job. Let's look at the second one. A butterfly's wings are covered in scales. You all will complete the rest on your own for this part. There are 2 pages of it. After that, you are going to work on the parts of the butterfly. I want you to label all 4 parts of the butterfly. If you don't remember, you can ask a friend or you can refer to your vocab sheet. After that, you'll do the stages in the life cycle. I want you to label the pictures. Again, if you can't remember or if you need extra help and support, I am here, but you can also use your vocab worksheet. Finally, there are 4 sentences. I want you to label them 1, 2, 3, 4, in the correct order of the butterfly's life cycle. I want the number 1 to come first. So let's look at this and decide which one comes first. Does it grow to full size and make a chrysalis and begin to change first? No. Does the butterfly lay her egg on a leaf? Yes, that one comes first. So I'm going to write a 1. Now I would like you guys to work together or independently to finish this worksheet, and we'll come back in 15 minutes to go over it. Friends, I feel like everyone is getting ready to wrap up, so let's go back to our seats so we can go over the answers. Let's start with the fill in the blank. For number 3, a butterfly has blank body parts. Does anyone think they know the answer? 4. A butterfly goes through many changes called metamorphosis. Number 5. A butterfly lays blank on a blank. Egg on a leaf. Good job. When the egg hatches, a blank comes out. It is very hungry and blank most of the time. As the caterpillar grows, it sheds its skin. So the first blank, a caterpillar. Eats. Let's go to the next page. Let me cross these off again. When the caterpillar has grown its full size, it makes a sac around itself called a chrysalis. Inside the chrysalis, the caterpillar begins to change. When the caterpillar is done changing inside the chrysalis, a blank comes out, a butterfly. Great job, friends. Now let's go to the next part. Labeling the parts of the butterfly. Can anyone tell me what this part is right here? Upper wing. Now what about here? Lower wings. What about right there? The body. And then right there, antennas. Great job. Now, let's label the pictures of the stages in the life cycle. So, the first picture. What is this? A butterfly. Now, this one? caterpillar. And this one, chrysalis. And finally, the egg. Good job. Now the last part, a butterfly's life cycle. Label the following sentences from 1 to 4 in order of the butterfly's life cycle. So we already had one as the butterfly lays her egg on a leaf. Which one is the second one? When the egg hatches, the caterpillar comes out of the egg, it eats a lot and sheds its skin. Now the third one. Once it grows to full size, it makes a chrysalis and begins to change. And the fourth one, once the caterpillar is done changing inside the chrysalis, a butterfly comes out. Great job, friends. You guys did amazing. Now, would everyone please come to the front of the room so we can finish the KWL chart? What did we learn today? Can someone tell me one thing they learned? You learned that there are 4 stages in the life cycle. Let's write that down. What is something else? The egg is very small. Let's look. Are there any questions we can answer from the things we were wondering? We can answer, are there different types of butterflies? There are 17,500 different types. Another one was, what do they eat? We can write that caterpillars eat plants. Great job, friends. You all did amazing. Now I would like you to go back to your desk, put away your vocab sheet and your butterfly workbook. And then we'll move on to something else, okay?